Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is a random reading, so let's just see what comes out here. I'll just take the random energy. What do the viewers need to know? Those of you who are focused on your love life, wanting love, what is it you need to know? Yeah, so there's been a lot of disappointments, a lot of frustration. Yeah, you got a King of Swords here. You could be the King of Swords, feeling frustrated, feeling disappointed. This is someone who's definitely been in that energy. Their swords up, but it could be someone you're dealing with. It could be mixed messages, mixed signals. Someone's analyzing a situation. Their swords up. Someone who has experienced the things they've experienced. Yeah, someone's kind of weighing the pros and the cons of a situation. Yeah, some of you, the viewer, you could be comparing one to the other. You may have also been disappointed. Someone here is keeping you hanging. Yeah, someone's a little guarded, a little defensive. So someone not ready to let someone in. They keep you hanging. Yeah, and I do feel it's an energy of looking at things from a different perspective here. Someone's back and forth in their head. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, it's about letting someone in. Someone's keeping you hanging. They're not ready to let someone in. Now, I don't know if this is someone who's pushed you away or vice versa, but to me it's someone who's... This is someone here, and I do think there's been disappointment. It could be, I don't know if someone's blocked someone or what here. Often this is someone who blocks somebody. But for most of you, it's just somebody who's not ready to let someone in. Yeah, do you want to go for a cup of coffee? Do you want to do something? But they're back and forth in their head. This is someone who's experienced deception, dishonesty, mind games. I mean, it could be mixed messages or signals for some of you, because this is someone who's experienced this. A lot of disappointment. And then we have a King of Wands. Yeah. Some of you got a choice between two, comparing one to the other. One of these doesn't compare to the other. I think you got someone who may not follow through here. They're not quite ready to let someone in. But someone here may be trying to contact someone here too. There could be someone blocking, but let's have a look. No, this is someone pushing through that energy. It's a person who's determined to succeed. Someone else is going to swoop in. I feel like you got a person who's experienced a lot of disappointment. Yeah. And it's like back and forth, should I or shouldn't I? They're looking at this from a couple different perspectives. And it could be yourself, just taking a little pause. See, there needs to be some more clarity, a little introspection. Someone here is definitely, it's two people who've kind of checked each other out more than likely here. But if you are comparing one to the other, one of these is someone who knows what they want. This other person isn't sure what they want. They're likely not talking. But I do think, do you want to go for a cup of coffee? Somebody here kind of, went for it here, and then someone here is putting on the brakes. So someone's putting on the brakes where this person's coming in to take control. It's a person who knows what they want. Someone's checking someone out. They see the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be putting on the brakes too. Like I feel like and I'm going to tell you there's nothing that compares though. So someone kind of looking at the comparison because they've had a lot of disappointment. But some of you, I feel, are disappointed with someone who's keeping you hanging. Yeah, you may be deciding yourself to put on the brakes, but this is someone checking someone out. This is someone who kind of acts like they're not interested. So someone might be not sure you're interested. See mixed messages, mixed signals. It could be body language. Often someone in the Queen of Pentacles is kind of a little bit aloof. whether you're interested or not, but I'm going to be honest, this is someone who often isn't really aware what's going on around them. They're focused on other things, but this is someone determined to succeed. They feel confident. They have self-control too, but it's about taking the lead. Yeah, there's some sort of competition. Someone's ready to take action. One thing I know, this is an energy of someone who avoids confrontation. I think there's a little jealousy here, but this is someone taking action here. They're going for what they want. Where the other person, I feel, has put on the brakes. They're not ready to let someone in. But there's definitely an energy of a person who avoids confrontation. So, yeah. It's about the things that two people have in common. See, it's about spending time together, doing things together. This is this is an energy of a person who's creative. They're determined to succeed, overcoming obstacles, challenges. This person doesn't care if there's competition as long as there's no commitment. Yeah, but this is someone going to create opportunity here. I think it's the energy of 3. One of these people is more your type, I feel, than the other. One of them's willing to cooperate and compromise. But I think the other person is someone who, they've had a lot of disappointments. It's about not being able to trust. They're not ready to let someone in. They're in their head. They're overanalyzing. But this other person, they know what they want. They want to go for it. They're feeling bold. They're feeling confident. They feel that you have things in common. So there's something that you have in common with this person. It's an energy of cooperating, compromising, compatibility, spending time together. Someone who wants to do things. See, someone here is not sure if you want what you want to because of this. I mean, it's an energy of being comfortable. Someone who makes someone feel comfortable. The Queen of Pentacles generally makes someone comfortable. But this is about creating opportunity. It's about spending time together, doing things together, company, companionship. Yeah, it's all about love, letting someone know you're open and available. So I do think this is someone who, I wouldn't be surprised this is someone who's frustrated too, because this is another energy. This is not this person. This is this person. They're in their head, overanalyzing. They've been disappointed. Some of you have given up. You've thrown your hands up in the air. See, someone here is not following through. And it could be where you just don't have enough in common or you're not compatible. But this person feels like you are. You know, it's that creative energy. But it's about someone here letting someone know they're emotionally available. Someone here knows you're available. They're coming in. They're taking control. Some of you, it's saying... some of you have taken your power back from someone here at some point too. Could be there was trust issues, but this is about letting someone know that you're emotionally available. Yeah, someone here, it's more like company and companionship, just someone to do stuff with. Some of you actually want love. Interesting. Yeah, look at, there's the harmony and the balance, someone coming in right. Someone who's coming in right. They're taking the lead. And it's also an energy of someone here who has experience. They know what to do. They need to take the lead. They feel confident. They're bold. They want to go down this path. They want to get together with you. But it's all about coming in right, and it's about harmony. Some of you, you know there's someone here who may not be right for you. This is someone who feels like you're just right. Yeah, they're coming in right too. They're asking you out on a date. See, you've got someone who hasn't followed through. They're keeping you hanging because they're in their head. This person's going for it. They're going to ask you out. Yeah, they have some Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And I do see the feminine. Someone who, see, some of you, I feel like you see somebody as good company. Someone to do stuff with. But it's also an energy of wanting love. Somebody who's emotionally available. So I feel like you're open. You're open to receive. You're about to receive. You got this person coming in. Who is the King of Wands? Yeah, somebody with some Sag energy. They could be a Sagittarius. I see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. The other person here also has some water energy, but it's like it's somebody who hasn't followed through. They're keeping you hanging, and that's why I feel you're frustrated. There's a disappointment. Yeah. I feel that this other person is more of the King of Swords. They're strategizing, analyzing. They have experience. There's been frustration and disappointments. But if you were to compare one to the other, nothing compares. This person is someone here. This is someone very calm. They like to keep themselves balanced. They make decisions when they're calm. Someone's getting out of their head. It's a person balancing head and heart. This is someone who's balancing head and heart. They're ready to follow their heart. The other person's all in their head. You see? That's the difference. This is someone a little different. One of these is more your type, but they feel like you're their type. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. The Queen and King of Cups. Look at that, being open to someone who's emotionally available. Yeah. One of these people is they're definitely emotionally available. One of them is very charming. They are someone who's, I do see an energy of self-control and patience. Someone who's very patient. But the King of Wands has self-control, they're patient. So this is someone who, it's all about someone who's catching feels. They're all in their feels. Tell me more about Temperance. See, this is someone who takes a little step back. They look at things different. They see you as different than the usual type. So this could be someone who's been kind of frustrated. So you try to balance head and heart. One of them balances head and heart. The other person's all in their head. And this is the thing, because this is why they haven't followed through and they're keeping you hanging. Yeah. One of these isn't like the other. Tell me about Temperance. Yeah, you got an Emperor. So one of these is an Emperor. It comes with the King of Wands, but they are emotionally available. So this is someone who's letting you know they're emotionally available. See, this is two people going to connect here. This person's determined to succeed. You're both in control of your emotions. You're not ruled by them. See, this person gets it. They get it. See, company, companionship, doing things together, being patient. But it's about courting and dating. This is someone going to communicate here. They're taking action. They're fighting for what they want here. I do think some of you with that energy, the Queen of Pentacles, is often someone who kind of procrastinates, compares one to the other. One of these isn't like the other. One of them is an Emperor. They mastered all the energies of the kings. Tell me more about the Emperor. What does this Emperor want? Oh, love, yeah. There's a lot of desire here, a lot of desire. This is somebody who wants love. They want a bond, a connection. What is the other person? I think the other person's just like, they're not talking. I feel they're just someone who's not talking. See, there's competition too. I feel someone here is kind of aware there's competition. Some of you might not see this coming though, I'll be honest. But I do think some of you've let someone know you're available, which is interesting. Or this is what you need to do. Tell me about the Knight. Yeah. Someone planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Someone who's got goals, what they're hoping to achieve. So there's some sort of impression, someone's first impression. Somebody's first impression is you just want to be friends or you just want company. That's why they haven't followed through. The other person gets it. Wow. It's two people coupling up, doing things together. See, this person romanticizing a little bit here. But it's about first impression. Somebody's impressed here. But it's people's first impressions. But this is somebody who's coming in this feeling of victory. They see the truth in the situation. Tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah. See, someone here who wants long-term stability, a partner. I think they both see that. But one of these is somebody here that has to do with long-term. It's a person of what someone hopes to achieve. You're not chasing. Definitely the Queen of Pentacles doesn't chase. Someone who's patient, someone who knows to wait till the right person's ready. See, one of these people just isn't ready to let someone in. Yeah, they're a little guarded, defensive. Like I feel they've been disappointed a lot. Yeah, some of you I feel are disappointed as well, and someone who's not following through. But I see this energy of breaking free. Someone here has got a lot of experience. They played the field. They've dated a lot of people. But this is somebody who definitely knows someone's free. Yeah, that they're available. So is this person. Look at that. Yeah, I like this energy. Tell me about this King of Cups. What is this person's next move? I see a house, a home, a strong financial foundation, a reason to celebrate. This person feels happy, feels positive. They feel this could go the distance. This could go somewhere. The other person doesn't feel it's going to go the distance. It's not going to go anywhere. And I wouldn't be surprised if this Emperor knows this too for some reason. But tell me about the Lovers. Yeah, see, one of these isn't going to go anywhere. Yeah, and one of them will. Somebody here wants to get together. They want to go down this path. They want to spend time with you. They just want to be with you. Yeah, look at that. See, this is someone here kind of sort of like playing house, right? They're sort of looking at the energy, but there's a reason to celebrate. So let's have a look at the Six of Wands now. There's change. Yeah, see, one of them is faithful, loyal. One of them is more your type than the other. I think they're both your type in some way, and I do think they're kind of similar. But one of them isn't like the other. One of them here, it's not going to go anywhere. It won't go the distance. This is someone who puts on the brakes. It only goes so far. One of them isn't into any kind of commitment. The other person will commit. They're loyal, faithful. They're on the same page. They want to spend time with you. This is someone who will follow through, and it's somebody who makes a commitment. This is someone who will make commitments. They'll stick to it. And one of them is a committal person. The other one, it will only go so far. It won't go anywhere. Yeah, one of them is very confident. Yeah. Kindness, compassion, caring. This is someone who puts the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. Yeah, one of them lacks the confidence for it to go very far. See, one of them is confident and bold. Yeah, it's the Emperor. Yeah, see, one of these. It's the releasing things that no longer serve, but it's the feelings being mutual. Yeah, this could be someone who knows someone, but mutual friends or something. But I feel it has to do with this person feels like there's a lot of hope. That the feelings are mutual. They're just coming in. Yeah, it's going to be what it's going to be. See, letting go of expectations. One of these people, there's definitely was disappointment. Some of you were disappointed. But I feel like you didn't have a lot of expectations. I wouldn't be surprised because I see just someone to spend time with some company. Where the other person, I feel like you've got, there's going to be emotion, feelings. You're going to connect emotionally. Yeah, I think the feelings are mutual. I do feel this is really interesting energy. Tell me more about the Four of Wands and we'll wrap this up. Yeah, some of you have been waiting here. See, some of you have been waiting for someone and there's been disappointment. And now we have someone swooping in. I wouldn't be surprised someone's aware you have another opportunity here. But they've been kind of like, should I or shouldn't I? And I see the feminine too. Which one of these is right? See, it's saying to let's just let go of expectations. It's going to be what it's going to be. That's what the Queen of Pentacles does, right? Just focus on other things. The house, the home, a comfortable home. See, this is about, this person sees what two people here see what the other person provides. Yeah. See, somebody who's a provider, but this is somebody who's mature. They see what the other person provides. They look at it from a different perspective. You know, this is someone very much aware. I like the energy because I feel some of you have been waiting. See, the ship has sailed for someone. Someone's kept you waiting too long. And this person is going to swoop in. They're coming in. They don't care if there's competition. They're not afraid of the competition. I do think the feminine definitely is someone who doesn't want a lot of drama. So this is someone seeing a little drama in someone here because they don't follow through. Yeah. Yeah, one of them's reliable. They'll make a commitment. One of them has faith in themselves to make the right choices. They feel the feelings are mutual. They're charting the course. They're taking control. They're following their heart. The Star. Yeah. So someone who sees you as a star. One of these people holds you in very high regard too. It's everything they could ever want. And there it is someone who sees the bigger picture. So both of them have the King of Swords, but one of them is someone who follows their head. The other person balances head and heart. Yeah, both of them have experience, there's no doubt. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, see, someone who keeps doing the same thing over and over again. See, you've got someone here, the same thing keeps happening. And some of you, you've experienced this. But this person too, see, doing the same thing over and over again. Someone trapped in their head. It's the person who's not talking, they're trapped in their head. See, the other person, and it is about not repeating mistakes of the past. One of them is broke free. Yeah. One of them just isn't going to go anywhere. One of these just isn't going to go the distance at all. The other person sees this going the distance. It's everything they could want. Yep, there's the cup. Yeah. One of them, I feel, someone who keeps doing the same thing. They just put on the brakes. It never goes anywhere. And that's where I feel the frustration from the Queen of Pentacles. You just kind of giving up on this one person and being open to another person. There's the cup, the offer, the opportunity, and invitation. It's a resurgence of love. It's an opportunity for a fresh new start. See, there's so much hope. Oh yeah, look at it. Happiness and joy. This is someone who sees truth, they see clearly. See, this is someone here who sees things clearly. The other person, not so much. No, it won't go anywhere. Let's just have one more look. Yeah. It's somebody here, it's all about going down this path again. Somebody here, I feel, isn't so sure about going down this path. This is someone who's been on their own path, likely dating lots of people. It's somebody who's not ready. See, they're not ready to let someone in emotionally. I feel it's someone who's just on their own path, where you and another person are on the same page. You get each other. This is happiness and joy. There's clarity. This is someone who sees things very clearly, where the other person, I feel, is kind of just sitting on that fence. See, it's not going to go anywhere. And I do think that even the Queen of Pentacles contemplating. Yeah. It's just not going to go anywhere. Yeah, one of them is a little bit on the sneaky, but I think it's not even that. It's all isn't always what it seems. Because I do think there's someone here who knows the situation doesn't serve. Some of you know someone doesn't have your best interest at heart as well. You're just releasing it. But the interesting thing, this is someone who's deeply insecure. Yeah. Someone here is just trying to figure you out. They're trying to read you. Someone here can't read you. That's the Queen of Pentacles. Someone can't read someone. They don't know if they want love or company, companionship, friends. They don't know, but they're deeply insecure. Yeah. So this is where I feel someone here isn't confident at all, because it's someone who kind of plays games, mind games, manipulation. See, the Emperor doesn't do that. The Emperor goes for what they want. So there's it's not that this person's a player. All isn't always what it seems. It's deep insecurity. See, it never goes anywhere. But the other person with this energy is someone who's just trying to figure you out. They're determined to win. So what they're going to do is take the lead. They're just going to let go of the outcome. Yeah, but some of you, the feminine, you know there's a situation here that doesn't serve you. Someone who doesn't have your best interest at heart. The Emperor sees someone who has their best interest. And I think this is that back and forth energy. But there it is, seeing the truth in the situation. Aha. So there is somebody here who's kind of got the player mentality. It's just somebody who's not finished playing the field. It's just not gonna go anywhere. Yeah. Especially if you're someone who wants friends first. See, they're not confident with that. Somebody who doesn't come in confident. So they kind of play games. Yeah. But it's all that deep insecurity. Yeah, there it is. I feel like there's a victory in truth. Someone here speaks truth. They have integrity, honesty. The Emperor, they see the truth in the situation too. Yeah, I think somebody knows someone here. This mutual energy, someone who knows someone. It's like they know and they're aware it's not going to go anywhere. So that's why I feel they're not afraid of swooping in and taking control. But I definitely see drama. Someone who creates drama. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's not interested in drama. Not interested in people who come in and do that. Yeah. And I feel some of you have literally probably avoided a disaster by making this choice, but the Emperor's the one who's taken the lead. Yeah, see, it's all about manifesting, mirroring. Somebody here has everything they need to manifest their desire. So you've manifested this, but it's telling you one of these people is definitely sneaky, and it's because they're insecure. And it's someone who can't read you. They can't figure you out, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone hard to read. And that's why I feel this is someone just feels, oh, I can't read this person. See, somebody here prides themselves on the fact they can read someone, but they can't read you. And there's someone who keeps doing the same thing over and over again with the same results. It never goes anywhere. So there it is. But this is a whole new cycle. You've got a resurgence in love, some of you. But it's somebody who sees you in a favorable light. They're coming in. I do see someone who's fair. There's harmony between you and someone else. And this will never be harmony. Yeah, this is something that's ending a painful period in someone's life. And it could be someone who's been deceived themselves. Emperors also heal. So this is someone who rises like the phoenix from the ashes. You see? Someone who sees things clearly. So I wouldn't be surprised this is someone who just can't stop thinking about you. But for those of you definitely with that choice, one of them just is not going to go anywhere. It's over. And this is a whole new resurgence of love. See, this is a resurgence of love in your love life. Someone here speaks truth. They see the truth. There's clarity. Yeah. I see a victory. Two people who are very much compatible. It's all about being emotionally available. One of these people's got some Leo energy. You may have that in your chart if you are the feminine. But it's really, don't pay attention to the signs too much in this. Yeah, just like balance that out a little bit, because I feel, and there is some Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Leo and Sag typically here. But it's an energy of seeing the whole bigger picture and this happiness and this absolute clarity. It's a start of something new. Yep, see, it's somebody who's walking away. But it's two people who are searching for the same thing, a partner, overcoming obstacles. See, both of you have had a lot of disappointments. It's about not repeating mistakes of the past. It's about breaking free. Someone's getting out of their head. Somebody can't get someone out of their head, but like I say, it's just not going to go anywhere. And I think the feminine knows. And I feel this Emperor is the person too, has also left something behind, but it's what they're looking for. They're charting the course. They're following their heart. See, the feelings being mutual. This person knows there's something here. The other person can't figure you out for trying. So I just feel like you're not each other's type. But I wouldn't be surprised, like I say, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Queen of Wands. So some of you, it's just the energies of the Empress coming out. See, knowing what you want and going for it. See, over to you, letting someone else take control. See, you're not chasing. The right person waits till someone's ready. Somebody here's ready. This Emperor is ready. The other person's probably never going to be ready. See, walking away. Two people searching for the same thing. Yep, see, you've been in your head too. There's someone here you've been thinking about. You're seeing the light. Aha. See, a little guarded, letting your guards down. Two people who've had a lot of disappointments in their love life. But this is where you make a decision if you're the feminine. See, the masculine's already making a decision. And there's two people here. I feel there's two. If there's not, it's just someone getting out of their head and breaking free, tempering their thoughts, in control of their emotions, feeling confident about going down this path. But I really feel one of these isn't going anywhere. It's an energy of walking away, looking for someone new. So this is a decision, but I think you can see a future with this one person here. Yeah, see, being discerning, letting your guard down, getting out of your heads, temper your words, your emotions, your passions. Yeah. The Empress, see, open to something new. So some of you are definitely open to new. And I do feel like you're about to receive that cup. Open to receive. But you're not going to chase. You're not going to do anything. It's saying to just be still. Okay? Try not to overthink. Let go of the outcome. And just see where this goes. I really feel like this Emperor is definitely someone who's left something behind too. See the path they were on? But this other person is just someone who keeps you hanging. It will not go anywhere. And I wonder if there's an awareness where this person's aware and they know this person. But it's all about two people being very aware of what you're manifesting here. Yeah, and if you weren't aware, you're about to become aware that this Emperor has been checking you out and they're coming in. You might be the person who they have to kind of wait till you're ready. And often it's not always the emperor, the feminine, being told to be patient and wait till someone's ready. And I do see it. But for some of you, it's the masculine having to be patient to wait till the other person's ready to let them in. Yeah. Knowing your worth and your value. But this is two people who know their worth and value. Now we got the King of Pentacles coming in. See, this is the couple, the power couple, the couple that work together, play together, stay together. This is two people who can overcome anything. But it's an energy of someone who I feel is, the person who isn't following through is definitely someone who I feel, this is all part of the Emperor, but the person that they're probably walking away from someone, but I see the Empress walking away. It's not emotionally fulfilling. And when you know someone keeps you hanging and they keep you waiting, they're often not ready or just not sincere. Yeah, they're not interested enough, basically. Yeah, see, it's about interest. This other person's interested. They want to spend time with you. They show interest. See, I feel like you've lost interest in someone, and they likely feel the ship has sailed. This person probably feels the ship has sailed, that you've lost interest. But look at that, a new love interest. And this person, whoever they are, see, some of you are just breaking free from someone yourselves, Yeah. But it's about breaking patterns, habits, behaviors. There's a need for change. There'll be lifestyle changes. But it's a lot of happiness. I've been seeing a lot of this energy in the readings. Very similar energy. This one kind of plays out a little different because I feel it's the masculine having to be patient till the feminine is ready, until they're ready to let them in emotionally because of frustration and deception, dishonesty, player-like energy. See, there's a lot of disappointment, a lot of player types. Yeah, people who don't follow through, they always have an excuse. Always listen to the story. See, this is someone I feel the Empress is listening to the story someone's telling them, and what they're seeing is someone who creates drama, someone who has a lot of issues. They're just not ready. So take care, and we'll see you soon.